We got us a corpse and cartridge occasion.
On Twitter just recently, Harada announced something that was pretty big. It may not seem like it at first, but this decision will have a huge impact across the online community, especially when you're talking about crossplay. This is something everyone is going to be affected by and also already is affected by. You know, with the closed network test version being cracked already, this is something we talked about. At first, people were just in there practicing combos. Let's see what crazy setup I could come up with. The players who were playing the cracked version, they took it a step further. They then unlocked this free camera roam mode. You see YouTube videos, you see screenshots of people flying around the stage looking at all the details, all the characters, rage arts from different perspectives. You see people zooming close in on characters' faces and comparing them. This is all being done in the cracked version of the game. Within the cracked version of the closed network test, you also have people trying to mod outfits. We talked about how a skimpy Jun Kazama outfit is high up on the to-do list. They haven't got there just yet, but they're already changing the colors of these outfits, making the characters look goth. I was able to find one video on Twitter where you could see someone playing the cracked version of the game against another person online. Online matchmaking is now a reality in the cracked version. You would think that software like Denuvo would be something that's highly sought after to prevent all of this stuff from happening, but it's not. Responding to PC Enjoyer, they say Tekken 8 has Denuvo. They have a picture here of Tekken 8's EULA, that's basically the terms of service, and in there it says Denuvo twice. Harada responds to this and says it's simply a copy and paste of Tekken 7 or something. Anyways, I have no plans to introduce Denuvo or anything else into Tekken 8, so stop your tedious allergic reactions to every single thing and sit the hell down. The person who originally made that tweet about Tekken 8 having Denuvo, they deleted it. It's gone. We saw what PC players are doing with the cracked version of the beta. You can only imagine that this will continue with the full game release and probably any other beta that's done. So why is Denuvo not being implemented? It's specifically anti-cheat, anti-piracy. It also bans people. It does a lot of stuff. You think the Tekken developers would want in on this, but it's not. Like Harada said on Twitter, this is not being implemented in Tekken 8. We're not doing it. And why is that? Why is that? Well, here's the thing about Denuvo. No matter what the game is, what genre, what game, what title, no matter what software or tech they claim to have to prevent people from cracking the game, it always gets cracked in record time. 5 days, 7 days, 4 days, 3 days, it's always going to happen. Far Cry, Resident Evil, GTA, Tekken 7, no matter the game, they're all cracked. You're paying all this money to Denuvo to prevent people from pirating the game, and in 4 days they get past your whole entire company. You no longer exist to the PC community. A news article from PC Gamer gives us a really good explanation of how Denuvo is viewed by the gaming community at large. It says Denuvo is everyone's least favorite anti-privacy software. The DRM, which comes as a sneaky passenger alongside games like Payday 3, Far Cry, and inexplicably Ghostwire, has been accused of causing performance issues and is generally regarded as an unwelcome guest pretty much wherever it's used. They were once held up as the crowning jewel. This will save us from the PC hackers and whatnot, but they failed miserably. For Tekken 7 specifically, years later it was eventually removed, and Harada explained very thoroughly why this was. In a tweet here that was made on April 13th, 2018, Harada says, problem occurred in Tekken 7 for PC. Tekken 7 has Denuvo. It was causing frame rates and drop issues and all kind of issues. And Harada, after getting backlash from the community, because he's blamed for this, right? Frame rates drops, he's blamed from that. So he has to go to another company and say, hey, players are experiencing this. We checked it. We verified it's happening. When can you fix it? And he went back and forth with Denuvo, I remember like 3 or 4 times. And every single time, I guess they kept just saying, we'll fix it, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. And I'm guessing this is what happened for everyone, because Denuvo is now basically hated within the gaming developer community. They let everyone down, and eventually after realizing that they won't fix the game, the bugs will not be patched. Basically what you saw is every single game that has it, they removed it. Bandai Namco removed it for Tekken 7 and also Soul Calibur. Going on to Tekken 8, they will not implement it. With all that being said, modders and hackers, people trying to crack the game, they're trying to mod outfits, they're trying to mod stages. This is a big part of gaming and people want this content. Even me myself, who's just a console scrub, I want this in the game because I can see all the beautiful things that they're able to achieve. And some games accept it. Some games create a separate marketplace or a separate store or a separate something where you can download mods on consoles and stuff and you can implement it. Minecraft, Skyrim, things of that sort. Rockstar seems to be one of the latest. You know, they had a very big battle up against hackers and PCs and all this stuff. Lawyers involved, suing people. But in a tweet from a couple of days ago, they shocked the world. Instead of fighting all of these hackers and role players and all of this stuff, right? They're saying, hey, we might as well turn this into a branch of the corporation. And I think Tekken would be smart to do the same. Of course, you can't give all these modders and hackers a job, but I think nowadays, 2023, 2024, and so on, mods is going to exist regardless. So it's better to just accept it into your game, into your market store, instead of trying to fight it. Lawyers, companies, anti-cheat, it's not going to work. I think the 2010 to 2020 proved that. And now I think developers would be smart to simply just accept it into the game and make it something that everyone can be a part of. Because this is something that a lot of people want. You know, a lot of people want extra content, outfits, stages, a lot of cool music, just stuff. And modding can allow that. A whole entire RPG role-playing server is something that modders created and players love. And I think if you add this into Tekken and Street Fighter, I mean, look at Street Fighter, Twitter. How many times have we seen a ultra viral mod that engulfed all of Twitter? People want this stuff.
That's a very interesting Chun-Li costume there.
Oh, it's a new costume recently released, so
Yeah.
I'll see about that.
Of course, you can't do everything, Dragon Ball Z and all this stuff. You need rights, but simply letting people just create a random outfit, no affiliations to other brands and stages, and that would be really appreciated in my opinion. And I hope that's the direction Tekken 8 is going, because removing Denuvo, removing anti-cheat, hackers is going to, or I don't even know if hackers is the correct term, but modders is going to run rampant. So I'm hoping they are pulling the GTA and planning on incorporating that into Tekken 8 to basically let more people get be a part of it, right? We'll have to wait and see if Tekken 8 is going that route. I don't know. They could be. I think it would be massive, but only time would tell. Also, on the flip side, you know, opening up more people to modding and whatnot is the same thing as opening people up to like game development. You can have the next Tekken 7 game dev flourish because they created some kind of mod or something. The possibilities is endless, you know?